Hello everyone, my name is Norman Abbott. This is episode 4, part 2 from a series on getting started with Java, Oracle GDBC, and the Oracle database. In this episode, we will talk about the data types XML, SQL Associative Arrays, and Ref cursors. First, let's talk about XML. XML is a commonly used format for storing, processing, and exchanging data. In the Oracle database, we have Oracle XML DB, providing us with many ways of interacting with XML. The image on the right shows what is in our database. Here we are showing two ways of storing XML. We can create it as an entire table or as a column. Using Oracle XMLDB, we have many advantages besides the one that we already have mentioned, such as the ability to combine relational and XML together. It is also worth noting that we can generate XML out of relational data and vice versa. Another is that we have a native data type for efficiently storing XML, that is XML type, plus there are versatile APIs and functions for processing XML data. Finally, we are supporting multiple storage models supported for different use cases. All right, let's look at a Java application. In the first example, we have a select statement to query for our XML type column invoice. We get a result set and loop through it. We then retrieve the XML column as XML type using the getObject method. Finally, we call getString for printing. If we run this function, we should see our invoice that we inserted in the previous slide. Next is our right example. Here we have our XML data as a string. We create a SQL XML object and set the value to our XML. The rest may seem familiar. On line 452, we're using the SQL XML method instead and assigning our SQL XML object as the value for a bind variable. Running this example, we should now see our new record besides the first one. Finally, here we have one of our update examples. While update XML examples B and C only updates elements and child nodes using the XML query function, this example updates the whole document. It does this by simply setting the entire column to bind variable 1, which we are setting to our new XML below. Now, this new XML is simply a string containing what we wish to replace the old document with. Then below, we call set SQL XML again with our updated document. Now let's run this function. Here you will find that the long invoice is now gone and it has been updated with what we have here. Next, we have cursors. Cursors are pointers to a private SQL area that stores information about the processing of a select or DML statement. Now the image on the right shows what is in a database. In the following example, we'll make use of the function in the image, getInformation. This function creates a cursor variable with a predefined type sysrefcursor and opens it for a select statement on our table, products. The package specification and body below in the image are used by the other examples B and C, so please feel free to check those out. These examples compare weak and strong cursor variables with the two procedures inside the package. If we go back to our Java application, here in example A, our callable statement calls the aforementioned function getInformation. In the line below that, we are registering a ref cursor for the returned out parameter. After calling execute on line 595, we call getObject to retrieve the cursor. From here, we can get the JSON object product information and convert it to string for printing. So if you run this method, we should see all the records in our products table. Finally, let's take a look at SQL Associative Arrays, which is one of 3 SQL collection types. The procedure we have on the right shows what we have in our database and what is used in the following example and in other examples. Status here is the associative array type. Order status is the associative array variable. We are using this associative array as a lookup table for status and their equivalent numerical representation. Now, inside our begin block, we are populating our associative array variable. Then finally, we are locating the value and assigning it to the out parameter. Going back to our Java application, let's see how we are using this. Here you can see that we're calling our procedure getOrderStatus, then we're passing in our parameter status ID, which is currently set arbitrarily to 1, and the varchar to out parameter. If we run this, we should see the equivalent value received. All right, we have reached the end of this episode. If you would like to learn more about these data types or how to use these technologies for more complex use cases, you can pause now and visit the following links in this slide. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Until next time.